Bank.com. Member FDIC.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
The administration is increasing its efforts to get younger Americans vaccinated against COVID-19 amid the growing concerns about the Delta variant, which is now makes up more than 20% of coronavirus infections in the U.S. Dr. Anthony Fauci said in a White House press briefing yesterday, the Delta variant is currently the greatest threat in the U.S. To our attempt to eliminate COVID-19. But good news, our vaccines are effective against the Delta variant. So basically, get out and get vaccinated. Meanwhile, the White House acknowledged yesterday the U.S. would fall short of President Biden's goal of having 70% of American adults having gotten at least one shot of the vaccine by July 4th. However, it said that we've already reached a threshold for those age 30 and older, and we'll meet it for those 27 and older by the 4th of July. So, definitely some good news. Get out there and get vaccinated, okay? Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont signed legislation yesterday making it the 19th state to legalize the recreational use of marijuana. Use of the drug will be legal for those 21 and older starting on July 1st under a measure that received final approval by the state lawmakers last week during a special legislative session. Retail sales aren't expected to begin before next summer. The commissioner of the state's Department of Consumer Protection says it's expected that half of the license to sell marijuana will be for social equality applicants, which includes people who live in communities that have been disproportionately impacted by drug-related crimes and high unemployment. So there you go. Let me tell you, the lines at the dispensary
the 19th state
in Worcester, I know that. And I think it's it's crazy. The lines are like worse than Chick-fil-A. I don't understand some of the Chick-fil-A lines. But the lines at the dispensary.
They have a great system, though. Get them in, get them out.
Yeah, they got people standing outside of the dispensaries. It's my pleasure. Would you like some butter with that? How about some jelly? It's my pleasure. Disney announced yesterday that it will have an 18-month celebration starting October the 1st to mark its 50th anniversary of Disney World's opening October the 1st, 1971.
50 years.
The world's most magical celebration will include a nighttime show called Disney Enchantment at the Magic Kingdom, another show at Epcot's World Showcase Lagoon, and a show Disney Kit Tales at Animal Kingdom. The Disney characters will be part of the collection of special golden sculptures in all four parks, and guests will be able to interact in surprising ways with the 50 characters featured in the Disney Fab 50, according to the company. There's also going to be what Disney is calling beacons of magic each night at the 4 Disney World parks. Cinderella's castle will light up, the Magic Kingdom with pixie dust. Magical fireflies will gather and give off light from the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom, and the Hollywood Tower Hotel will be lit. And that's going to be huge at Hollywood Studios. So
that is great.
Also, the new lights will shine across the spaceship Earth at Epcot. So there you go.
That's good.
Shout out
50 years.
Yeah, shout out to Disney. My girls just got back. Very happy to have them.
They had a lot of fun.
Yeah. They had a lot of fun. My daughter graduated this year. They went down for the graduation, and our older daughter went with some friends or whatever. But they were back last night.
Yeah.
Very happy to have them back.
I bet.
Very happy to have them. Missed them like crazy. So it was good to have them back.
I'm sure they had a blast.
They did. So some local stories. Sad news, the Pocomoke City Volunteer Fire Company responded to a single vehicle crash involving a tractor trailer on Route 13 yesterday, south of Blades Road. Based on the initial report of possible entrapment, a second rescue was requested. Rescue Engine 3 from Girdletree Volunteer Fire Company responded. Units arrived to find a tractor trailer off the roadway with heavy damage. The driver was able to, get out before the fire department arrival. A fuel saddle tank was ruptured during the crash. A Worcester County hazmat team responded to offload the remaining fuel and contain a small amount of fuel spilled. The driver was transported to Tidal Health Peninsula by Pocomoke City Emergency Medical Services. The roadway was shut down. Traffic detoured for an extended period. And the crash, of course, is being investigated by Maryland State Police Berlin Barrack. But, yeah, just awful. You saw some of the pictures shared by the Pocomoke City Volunteer Fire Company. So, This story coming from Eastern Shore Undercover. The body of John Davis, a man who reported to have drowned Sunday, was located yesterday in Wycomico County. Mr. Davis was 53 years old and resident of Seaford. He was located around 7:45 a.m. yesterday morning by the Maryland Natural Resources Police helicopter and was patrolling the area of Cherry Beach Park in Sharptown. His body was found in the Nanticoke River after a quarter mile from where he was seen. Troopers from the Maryland State Police Salisbury Barrack responded shortly after 5 p.m. on Sunday to Cherry Beach Park for reported of a possible drowning. Upon their arrival, personnel of the Maryland Natural Resources Police and Sharptown Volunteer Fire Department were conducting dive operations and searches via boat in an attempt to locate John Davis. According to preliminary investigation, John Davis was at the park for a family gathering when he decided to jump into the Nanticoke River from a boat dock to go swimming. Nearby boaters saw Davis struggling to keep his head above water. However, by the time they reached Davis, he had sunk below the surface. The search efforts continued until sunset on Sunday, resumed Monday, continued until Davis's body was discovered. Delaware State Police divers also assisted in Maryland State Police divers with the search efforts. The case also remains under investigation. There is a GoFundMe account that's been set up to assist with the family and funeral expenses. So you can go and search that out under Eastern Shore Undercover. Yeah, thoughts and prayers going out.
That's a shame.
So.
Wow.
Jess, you have anything?
Yeah, Wycomico restaurant owners, they are hoping that they can actually continue the to-go liquor sales. That's been a hot topic lately.
Worcester ended it, or is going to end it.
Yep, July 1st.
Yeah.
Governor Larry Hogan announced that the state of emergency is going to end. And now restaurant owners are trying to come together, get organized for next week. They are, doing Zoom meetings with the liquor board. They're having a public hearing. They want everybody to be on the same page. And however, the General Assembly did pass a law to allow the service to continue through June of 2023 if the counties choose to do so. So,
see, that's where it gets all.
I know. Now, Wycomico County restaurant owners are hoping that they can actually continue the to-go liquor sales because they say that it's definitely helping boost,
helping
their
boost
sales.
Business.
Yeah.
Because when the state of emergency ends in Maryland for Worcester, like it's going back to the way business was run in 2019.
Right.
Like there is no more extra outdoor dining. I mean, they can continue to do it if it's on their property, but there's no more extra, no to-go liquor sales.
Right. Now it's up to each individual county. Because, like I said, the
Governor
General
Hogan
Assembly did pass it.
Yeah, extended it, but
for June of 2023.
Wow.
So they're hoping that their county allows it. All right.
Mayor Jake Day, you're on the clock.
And then the Maryland Department of Labor is reporting more than 508,000 new fraud unemployment insurance claims. That is a lot. They are reporting that they have detected more than 508,000 fraud new unemployment insurance claims since the beginning of May. All right. The activity has been rampant with the unemployment insurance programs across the country, and Maryland has consistently, put in new security measures to prevent, detect, and report the fraud. Governor Larry Hogan says that they are on top of it, and on Monday, more than 1.3 million claims were found to be fraud. All right, so they are saying, I strongly encourage all Marylanders to please remain especially vigilant in the coming weeks. Protect yourself from scams and identity theft because people are still out there, doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is the Bill and Jessica show. Here's French Montana. We got sports up next. Good morning.